Holy f, that scared the shit out of me.
OneyPlays with friends.
Time to relax and watch my buddy Lyle.
If it isn't Vigrid, the city of deja vu.
More like deja vont.
Do a shit flip.
That's not a move.
Oh.
Do a boneless.
That's a move. I won't leave you the heck alone, she says.
Yipes.
I love how they do gore in these.
That passive-aggressive side-eye.
Yeah. Like, oh, I bet you're about to have a lot of fun, aren't you?
Good. Okay. Well.
Yes, I suppose that was all right.
Oh, this rocks. I want to be a witch. What if she, like, went to Hogwarts? Would that not be a funny crossover parody?
That would actually, if I saw that, I would probably, like, grit my teeth until I heard a crack.
And using the same powers. But you'll have to forgive me. Do we know each other?
Oh, you stupid bitch.
Same powers? Don't make me laugh.
You're a little forget-a-roni, aren't you?
You're a bit rusty.
Your little dip of the stip wicket.
I've been high and dry for 20 years now. The only rust on me is from the lack of any real challenge. Perhaps you're up for the task.
You've already disappointed me.
Oh, she grabbed her fucking titto slash.
Don't break it. It's Neville's Rememberall.
Well, you can't have that. It's the source of my power, I think.
These lanky women look so fun.
Yeah, you think they're a good time?
Yeah.
That's fair.
This is a moment I've long desired. But you've forgotten your destiny. And wasted the past 20 years.
Maybe you should have shown up earlier then, slag.
You slag.
You slag.
You seem to be having trouble remembering things of late. Would you be so kind as to take it from the top?
2 overseers. The eyes of the world.
Oh, look, they're working in a backstory.
She's gonna give herself some Joker makeup.
John, as heir to the clan,
I demand you be in black and white.
Whoa, who's that? Old Etta?
Yeah. Old Anetta.
Sprayonetta.
Spadeonetta. She is infertile.
The outcast.
None. Healing Kiadagat.
What's forbidden? Oh.
Challenging her would be a violation of our tenets of faith.
It would not be the first time we faced each other.
Chart?
Chart?
Will you face me in this hallowed arena?
That would be right, silly.
But I pray you've got a little something for me in return.
So Bayonetta just lived in the church jail?
Animals.
For fun.
Yeah! Yeah!
When you were growing up, do you remember how your church had like a little jail for evil witches?
Full of them. Did your church believe in witches, Chris? You actually went, right?
Yeah.
Did they believe in witches?
No, I never heard anyone say witches.
Never?
Never.
Not even once?
No.
Not even on a hot summer's day?
Not even.
When you could fry an egg on the pavement?
So I take it there were never any witches in your church's witch jail?
No, the only thing I really remember from church is that all of the older women used to have drama because they'd all look around at each other, and that was literally what caused the drama.
They'd look around at each other?
Yeah, like one woman would like look around and keep looking around, and the other woman would be like, "Oh, she's ridiculous, isn't she? She's always just looking around." That's all I really remember.
You gotta lead an exciting life.
Nobody paid attention in church though. Everyone just like zoned out the second the priest started because he was so boring.
That's what The Simpsons taught me church is like for everybody.
And the only other church memory I have is one time at the end of church, the priest said something like, "And congratulations to the people who raised the money for blah blah blah," and then the organist just went fucking crazy for no reason, went like, and everyone was just like, "What the fuck?" And everyone's like looking around all confused.
So you're saying your church organist had a hidden power?
He always just played the typical like da, 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 and it's just like it's really slow, and then just they announced some stupid bullshit thing, and then he just went fucking crazy.
I think the guy, he probably wanted to do like
something like that his whole life,
like concert organ playing stuff, and like the best gig he could get was his church, so he was like dying for an opportunity to do anything but psalms.
Yeah. Oh, also another time, a fucking
Psalms
wasp flew
and
into a
hymns.
lady's hair in front of me. I was trying to tell my mom, but my mom wouldn't listen to me.
Did the
it was
lady
like that
get
Twilight
stung?
Zone thing with the thing on the wing of the plane, but with a wasp.
It is kind of like that. No, my mom would be like, "Pay attention in church," and then the wasp.
I was paying attention. That there wasp.
You know, the wasp landed in this lady's hair, and my mom was just staring at it. My mom was so bored, she was like not paying attention. She was like drooling on herself, and I was just like, "Mom," she's like, "Stop!" I'm like, "Mom," she's like, "Stop!" She's looking right at the wasp. I was like, "Mom, there's a wasp in her hair," and my mom started like smacking at the back of the lady's head while the sermon was going on. That's it.
Did she get it?
Yeah.
Did the lady ever find out the danger she was in?
Yeah. No, my mom told her after.
The wasp proximity?
Yeah.
I imagine you'd want to explain yourself after swatting it at a random woman's head.
I was an altar boy at one point.
Oh, you were now.
Yeah.
What are you repressing today?
No, every kid in 6th class had to like walk to the church during the first class of school. So like it was 2 kids' turn every week, so I had to do it with another kid. So we'd walk to the church because it was right across from the school. You go in, and then the priest would just like make you dress up in like this garb, and then you'd have to just like do these stupid things during the service. So
like what?
Like I had to ring a bell. I had to just like bow over and just like ring a bell whenever he said certain things. Like ding 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 ding.
Doesn't sound fun.
It wasn't. And the priest hated me because I didn't hurl.
Hurl?
I mean, not barf.
Oh, the sport hurling.
He wanted me to barf all over him. No,
Good little boys for Jesus would barf on me.
the kid I would do the service with was like the best hurler like ever. And the priest was just like, "Oh, you're so brilliant. You're the best hurler ever. I think you're brilliant." And then I'd be like, "I played Resident Evil 2." And he'd be like, "Don't talk about that." And I'd be like, "Okay." There was a guy that worked for the priest that everyone called Egghead. Because he had an egg head.
Did he?
Yeah.
Like for honest and true?
He was
or
really
was it...
mean to the kids. He just yelled at them to do shit.
Did he know he was known as Egghead?
No.
Do you think he ever found out? Like, was there ever a day when one kid got in trouble for saying it out loud?
No, he looked like that guy from The Office, Kevin.
Oh, Kevin.
He looked like that guy. And
who himself looks a lot like Ted Cruz.
He does, actually. One time a kid kicked over the bells and he fucking screamed at them. It's like, "What's wrong with you, dumbass? It's just a fucking bell. Maybe if you kick the bell, you go to hell." Maybe that's why he was so mad.
But if you ring the bell, you're safe from hell.
You ring the bell, in heaven you dwell. Who's that?
That's
Is he
Jumbo.
free running?
Dude, free runners must get so much slash.
I mean, like, cuts on their body, yeah.
Imagine if you were a buxom young lady and you just saw a dude jump on a curb and then jump off the curb.
Isn't parkour a French term? I bet they do that all the time in France.
What if you saw a guy in between 2 walls and he kind of like ran up one wall and put his foot on the other wall and then jumped off that wall and he got upstairs but without using stairs? Would you fuck him?
That was a fun little pratfall in the game, sorry.
This guy rocks. In my first week of college, these guys came into our class and were like, join our free running club. And then me and a few others just went, and they showed us the start of some movie where a guy's escaping and he's free running, and they're like, by the end of this, you will all be able to do that. And we were like, okay. And then...
You weren't more excited than that?
I mean,
You were
no,
just
because
like,
we were just
okay.
like, yo, whatever, dude. I doubt you could do that. And then, when we went, like, everyone's just, like, jumping over this one, like, I don't know, obstacle thing. This foam obstacle. And just one guy just fucking wipes out and eats shit. And I just laughed after that. Like, I don't want to do this.
You didn't even try it? You just saw that and were like, no.
I was like, I can't fucking do this.
Rosemary equates to remembrance.
Were you good at regular running at the time?
No, I'm fat.
Why did you...
I was like, maybe I'll lose weight if I do this.
I guess that's a decent set of logic.
Then I
But
gained weight because I'm fucking drinking and was fat.
Will you stop that?
No.
Little bug on Enzo was a nice touch.
Little bug?
he gave him the bug. Enzo's a chaser.
You've certainly bloomed, haven't you, my little sheep?
He looks like it.
I'm not your pet. The name is Luca.
Is she like astral projecting at him?
I think so, yeah. Or he's like tracking her somehow.
They're she's still in that sort of out of phase world.
Yeah, he could only see her in the mirror and from the pigeons.
In the eyes of all pigeons.
I done seen it down by the b-ball court!
Ooh, that's a nice little scene.
If you ever want to impress Chris, just use this sepia tone.
No, untrue, actually.
I done seen an unghost.
I actually don't like sepia.
Why not?
I don't know, it's brown, it's ugly.
Would you prefer it just be regular black and white?
With a little tiny shade of blue in there, maybe, yeah.
About your kind. Sure, my colleagues laugh at me for chasing.
What the fuck's wrong with that?
You don't like that? You don't
no
like that
chin.
torpedo cat?
Torpedo cat.
Oh, he's a tutor scooter.
I've seen these in real life.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
The holiest of angels.
Yeah, they're really they're beautiful.
Is it when Egghead told you to ring the bell these showed up?
Yeah. It's like if you ring it once, they'll stand by, but if you ring it twice, they'll tear you limb from limb.
I'll let you in on a little secret, Cheshire.
I'm pretty sure she's voiced by a wholesome Christian woman.
Probably.
I read
With
that
a huge
somewhere.
ass.
That's kind of objectifying her.
No, it's just probably fact. It affects your voice box if you have a huge ass.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Because you're like, your
sounds-
gong like sphincter is ringing while you talk.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's because your voice box. It's all chords. And what are you but a tube from your throat to your ass?
Yeah, no, you're right.
Also, I made it a point to get that, and I never used it.
Oh yeah, that cool
Looks
breakdance.
awesome.
It's so good. Once you get the fucking shotguns, that thing rips.
Oh, so you can get shotguns and still use all the same moves with them?
Yeah, you can like swap out her like hand and feet guns.
I saw some tweet this week that was like, if you like using shotguns in the game, in any game, you're a fucking loser. And it was all these different reasons
What
for what.
the heck?
I know, it was like, and it had like all these likes. It's like,
Why are there always these stupid, like, absolute hot takes that, like...
that get like a ton of likes?
Yeah.
It's fucking weird. Dude, using a shotgun in Resident Evil 4 is the most satisfying thing on the planet.
Shotguns are so fun in so many games.
Yeah.
I think that guy was like a pro gamer type, and he was talking about specifically in competitive games. It's still
Who
a shit
cares?
take. Like when you're balancing a competitive game, you need things like shotguns or like the noob tube in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That like they're usually not the best thing in the game, but they give people that are like new players like some kind of a shot.
Yeah.
Just so they're not totally fucking screwed.
If you're talking about MLG shit, just play games where
Yeah.
that don't have the shotgun enabled.
But I mean, even something like Street Fighter has like you can like spam Shoryuken and get pretty far. Like even with people that kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I've always been a better Ken button masher than any other player, like, played straight. That's just how I am with those games.
Oh, look at him.
You should point your mic at your throat so that you get a deep bassy sound. Like
oh yeah,
this.
you can do that. That always blows my mind that you can just hold a mic right up to your neck and still hear it.
Do you know what they did with Don LaFontaine? Apparently, they'd have a shotgun pointed like straight down into his throat, and then they'd have like a U-87 in front of his mouth.
Oh, that's really genius.
And then they'd use like both. Like the complementary sounds of each.
Who is this?
He was the movie trailer voice guy.
Yeah, like the original, like in a world guy.
Now, was that his technique that he would, if you hired him, tell you about, or did just everyone know how to do that?
I think that was his like technique. Like this is something that he and whatever engineers he worked with like worked out was the best possible way to present his voice.
That's really cool. What if I point the mic in my eyeballs?
What if I point it right at my legs? What do those sound like,
What if
Tomar?
I crush it between my thighs, Tomer?
What if I put a microphone on each knee, and as I say words, I pump my legs up towards my face?
Yeah. I think you should try that and let me know how it goes.
I like that effect, honestly.
It is kind of neat. I'm glad that they went with something like that and not like beep-beep, beep-beep, beep-beep. I fucking hate that so much.
I know.
Yeah, audio cues for low health, like while they're nice because you don't have to like pay attention to the UI, something like this that's just in your peripherals works just as well without being annoying.
Yeah.
They're nice if you're playing a game where your health regens after a second, then it's like okay. But if it doesn't, then you're like fucking running around trying to find something just so it stops.
Whoa, dude. Are you okay?
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're alright. Was that like a hiccup?
Yeah, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. And
no.
Kinda,
Oh, fucking Christ.
Nice reaction time.
Yeah.
You were awarded Umbran Tears of Blood for that.
First you reacted to your own vomit, then that.
I genuinely just barfed up like a fucking baby.
You're really good at multitasking, Lyle. I'm impressed.
Watch out for the spinster.
That's like our favorite Dark Souls enemy.
Oh, it is.
Oh, the thing that before you fight the guy in the skeleton place.
Yeah.
Oh man, recently I was over at my friend's house, and he's really brand new to Dark Souls, and he kind of gave up when he got to Undead Burg. He's like, man, this game's fucking hard, man. And I was like, watch this, and I put it on, and I did that thing where you can go straight down the Blighttown at the very beginning. I beat Quelaag at like Soul level 1, and then I ran to the crypt, and I just fell down to the bottom and beat Pinwheel, and he was like, oh my fucking... But dude, running past the Pinwheel skeletons, it was the luckiest run I've ever fucking seen in my life. I was dodging them just completely by sheer fluke, and I got past every single one. It was crazy.
I will say though, like if I'm doing a run, I usually do Undead Burg before I do Blighttown, just because I fucking hate Blighttown so much.
I was gonna say, I would always put off Blighttown as long as I could.
It's crazy. You can beat the game at Soul level 1 if you do Pyromancy. It's really cool. But I would never even bother trying because I don't want to.
I never fucked with...
Pyromancy's not even stat dependent, right?
No. You just gotta spend souls on it. Dark Souls 1 is such a like perfect concoction for replaying it. There's so much different things you can do.
It is actually really good for that.
Yeah.
Especially, like, once you know what you're doing, you can really get far in not a lot of time, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Just because your muscle memory is so used to, like, running past, like...
It's amazing how different your first playthrough and your second playthrough wind up feeling for the first several hours of the game.
Yeah, I feel like my first playthrough took like 60 hours or something stupid.
Oh yeah, my first playthrough I definitely played like a bitch. Although I feel like I get stuck in really weird parts of those games.
Yeah.
I feel like the bosses that fuck me up are always like not the same ones everyone says is hard.
Yeah.
Like in Dark Souls 1, it was that fucking the guy at the end of Sen's Fortress. Like the...
Oh, the Colossus?
Yeah, that thing just kept... Like, every time
I remember that thing being, like, beating that on my second shot, but I remember the Capra Demon taking me, like...
Yeah, I hate
like,
him.
50 tries.
I beat fucking Ornstein and Smaug on my second try.
Oh my god.
But that fucking random suit of armor at the end of Sen's Fortress that everyone says is so easy, for some reason, I just kept having the experience where it would, like, knock me off. and it would always happen either like right at the beginning, so it would be the first attack and it would just one-shot me, or like right at the end where I was like about to beat it and it would knock me off. I probably took like 30 tries to beat that thing.
I had a very like ranged base build, so anything like that was big and slow was relatively easy. Where you could just keep your distance, dodge when it charges you, and then throw a bunch of like hard-hitting spells at it.
I love this guy's design. He looks so cool.
All right, now that I don't have like one fucking hit going up against these.
Yeah, you got this.
I am not afraid of no thing. Not even him.
It looks so good. I love this.
Yeah, this game is actually pretty fucking cool.
It makes sense. You make a cool, overpowered character, and then you just have her fight a bunch of giant, some mostly overpowered enemies. And it's super fun.
Yeah, anytime you fight something like way bigger than you like this, it's always cool.
I just like the aesthetic of everything and the music.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
Whoa!
Oh, no you don't.
I love that they reach behind them too. How many other games fucking do that?
Have a thing reach behind it?
Yeah, like when you're fighting a big thing, it reaches behind.
Oh, that guy was still alive, huh?
I just gotta get my little butthole out.
I fucking love this thing.
You think that thing is just your prolapse?
Probably. That's the hairiest part of a woman, little known fact. That's how they keep that trap door shut and never poop.
That shit's so cool. Get the sonic rings. Ooh, a golden disc. I hate that she kisses things like that.
I love listening to vinyl.
I don't, you know why?
Well, why not?
Because my stupid fucking vinyl player only plays one song.
What song?
What song's that?
What song might that be?
The death song. The death. Da, 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 da.
That is an evil song.
I know.
Oh, I detest that song.
I think it only plays that because it knows when it's gonna happen.
Do you have like a haunted phonograph, Chris?
I mean, I hacked it.
You hacked it?
Yeah.
So you're saying it was haunted and then you hacked it?
No.
Or you hacked it into being haunted? You got into the mainframe.
All you do is you put elastic band around the needle.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
whoa,
you
that was cool.
do that.
Just imagine if you could like, you had a home invader and then you just did that in front of them.
Even if you didn't have guns on your feet, that'd probably freak them out.